My name's Andrew Seacat. I'm going to give you an informative speech online. Have you ever gotten lost hiking or gone off the trail and gotten lost? Well, this is a pretty common occurrence, and people do. And when you get lost in the woods, a lot of people are not properly prepared, and it could prove fatal. Um, I've been hiking for most of my adult life in 5 different states, and I wanted to pass on a couple things that I've learned about how to pack and how to prepare for a hiking trip. I want to go over with you some statistics of the likelihood that you'll get lost in the woods. We'll go over some pre-trip planning, and we'll touch on the 4 essential things that you want to think about when you're packing your pack. So, according to the Parks and Recreation, over 50,000 search and rescue searches are conducted every year, and about 1 in 20 of those result in fatality, which is a pretty serious thing. A lot of people get lost. And like I said, it's usually because they're ill-equipped and not properly prepared. So in order to be properly prepared, you need to do some pre-trip planning. Know your location. Look on a map. Look at some landmarks. Know where you're going. And you want to let someone know when you're leaving, where you're going, and when you get back. And this will give you a heads up if they don't see that you're back and you told them you would be back by a certain date. They can then call the authorities. So next we want to talk about packing your hiking pack. And when you want to do this, you want to think about the 4 essential things that you need to have in an emergency case scenario. They break into 4 different things: water, food, fire, shelter. So as water, you want enough water in a canteen, usually aluminum or metal canteen, so that if need be, you can boil the water, or you can bring iodine tablets, which purifies the water and kills off any bacteria. Next, you want to have enough food, non-perishable foods, granola bars, trail mix, jerky. You can even buy a couple MREs, meals ready to eat, and throw them in your backpack for emergency cases like this. Next, you want to think about fire. How are you going to create fire? You can bring a fire starter kit, or you can bring matches. If you bring matches, you want to put them in a Ziploc bag to keep the moisture out. Or you can just bring a flint, and that will be useful with your knife. So next we want to think about shelter. What are you going to do for shelter if you're out there for a night or 2 nights? You want your knife. You want a small tarp that you can fit in the bottom of your bag. You want some type of cordage or twine, and some garbage bags, some regular garbage bags. And then you want a basic first aid kit. So I went over the statistics and the likelihood of someone getting lost in the woods. We touched on what to do for preparation, and we went over how to pack your hiking backpack with the 4 essentials in mind to survive in the woods. And this will increase your chances at being rescued. The longer you're alive, the more time you give the rescuers to find you. So thank you very much.